Hello! So today we have Pilates for our muffin tops or dills, the area around the waist and the lower abdominals. In addition to looking good, it also makes your whole core a whole lot stronger. So starting with those feet hip width apart, as you breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, draw the hips up towards the ribs, the navel in towards the spine. Breathing in to release back into your regular back bend, breathing out to tuck. Extending the arm and the leg away from the body. We're going to breathe out to lift that leg and lower the arm to meet. We're using the strength of our obliques, the muscles at the side of the waist, to lift that leg. Breathing out to lift, breathing in to tap back down. To make it harder, lift a little higher and hold at the top. Breathing here, engaging those waist muscles, lift a little higher and release. We're then going to crunch that knee and elbow in towards each other, making sure our core is engaged, hips and ribs are connected. Breathing out to crunch, breathing in to extend. Finding that hip to rib connection and then swapping to the other side, extending the arm and the leg away from the body, breathing out to lift that leg, lower the arm. Feeling that crunch at the side of the waist, keeping that navel pulling in. Every time you breathe out, it's a chance to re-engage that core. Breathe out, lift, and breathe in, extend. Just holding here at the top, keeping that core engaged, and extending the arm and the leg. This time we're going to go for a crunch. Breathing out, crunching the knee and the elbow into the body, breathing in to lengthen out. Again, really feeling those obliques. Just a couple more here. And giving those shoulders a little roll. We're going to lift one knee up, breathe out, twist elbow to knee. Breathing into center, breathing out to twist to the other side. Engaging all the muscles at the side of the waist and in the lower abdominal region as you do this. So do really connect a sharp breath out through the mouth as you twist. Trying to keep our shoulders rolling back and down, our spine nice and tall. It's okay if your elbow doesn't meet your knee. And you can take it double time here if you want to. Just keep that posture tall. Keep drawing the knee up using the tummy muscles. Lovely. From here we're going to come to the end of our mats. Extend the arms up over the head and gently roll down vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping the knees nice and soft. Walking the hands out into our plank position here. We're going to breathe out to twist into a side plank. As a few people decide to walk by us on the beach here. It does happen during the video. It's impossible to get a quiet time of day. So continuing to twist here. Breathing into center, breathing out to twist into the waist, keeping those hips lifted and stabilizing through your shoulder. Holding on this one side, we're going to pulse that hip up and down. And then you're going to bring the hand to the head. As you breathe out, you're going to crunch the elbow down to the ground, twisting into the waist, keeping those hips lifted, connecting to that breath out. Lovely. Swapping to the other side, extending the arm up to begin with and pulsing the hip down towards the mat. Trying to keep those hips as high as possible when you lift them up. And then bringing the hand to the back of the head, breathing out as you crunch the elbow down to the ground, moving from the core. It's a unique element of Pilates is that we want all our movements to originate from our core, which is why we connect it to the breath. Coming back onto our plank position, lowering down onto the elbows, you're going to breathe out, twist one hip down to one side, breathing into center, breathing out, twist to the other side. This is a tough one. It does use your whole core region, so resting here as we lift the pelvis up towards the sky, breathing out to come into plank for our dolphin, lengthening through the lower back and using those abs to drop down into a forearm plank. Really try to push that chest towards your toes as you come up into that dolphin and use those abs to halt the movement when you get to the bottom. Gently coming down onto our sides here, lying on one arm, toes pointed slightly in front of the body, waist lifted off the ground. As you breathe out, you're going to squeeze and lift both legs off the mat, taking care not to roll back onto your hips, so making sure that your hips are stacked one on top of the other. You're really using your side muscles for this exercise. You will probably feel it tomorrow. That's a good thing. If you want to take it up a notch, as you breathe out, you're going to lift the torso towards the legs. Trying not to use the arm here, we're using the muscles in our back and the muscles in our waist. Holding up on this next one, scissoring those legs, keeping them as high as you can, keeping that torso lifted if you can, and slowly releasing down. We're going to come onto our backs before we do the other side. As you breathe out, you're going to twist elbow to opposite knee for our crisscross. Those people really looked like they wanted to join in, so I just thought I'd share that with you. Breathing out, twisting elbow to knee, keeping that chest open as you do so, lengthening the opposite leg away from the body. Holding here as you pulse that leg up and down, keep twisting elbow to knee. And swapping to the other side, lifting and lowering that lengthened leg, keeping that twist, keeping that engagement through our core. Hugging the knees into the chest, giving them a big old squeeze here. And we're going to lift up and swap to the other side. Arm long under the head, toes pointed slightly in front of the body. Breathing out to lift both legs at the same time. Take care that you're not pressing your waist down into the mat. You want to keep that core engaged. A tiny, tiny space between your waist and the mat. Even if that space isn't there, the idea of that space is what you want. Again, to take it up a level, you're lifting that torso as well as the legs. Breathing out to lift, in to lower. Holding up on this next one, scissoring those legs, keep lifting through the waist, keep those lower abs engaged, and hold, slowly release down. Coming into the center of our mats, taking a deep breath in as we lengthen the arms up over the head, breathing out to twist into that spine. One hand comes on the ground just behind your lower back, the other's on your knee, helping you push into that stretch. Breathing in, back to center. Breathing out, twist to the other side. With every breath, enhance that twist a little bit more. And gently coming back into center, lifting up onto our knees, taking the arms up over the head and doing a gentle side stretch here, either side. We're going to take our right leg out to the side. As you breathe out, you're going to lift the leg at center, tap it forward, and tap it back. As if you're drawing a pyramid with your toes here. Really squeeze through the glutes, the bum muscles there, and the muscles at the side of your waist as you lift that leg. This is a great whole body exercise. Your shoulder is working, your core is working. Hold here at the top. Lovely. Releasing down, pressing that foot into the mat. We're going to take our arms up over the head and breathe out, lean away from the leg, using those waist muscles to come back to center. This is called our candlestick dipper. Keeping those arms strong by your ears, shoulders relaxed down, pressing the side of the foot down into the mat, and going a little bit further each time. Lovely. Just giving it a stretch in the opposite direction here, taking the arm up and over the head. And then we're going to swap to the other side. So the hand comes just underneath the shoulder, the leg extends out to the side. You're going to tap it forward, up and back, up, forward, up and back. Feeling our bum muscles working, our waist muscles working, and our shoulder muscles stabilizing. Getting that leg high every time, even when you get tired. Holding here at the top. And then releasing that foot down, pressing the side of the foot down into the mat, arms strong by the sides of the ears, breathing out as you lower the torso away from that lengthened leg, breathing in as you use those waist muscles to come back up to center. making sure our entire core is still engaged, connecting that breath out to draw the navel in and close those ribs. Just a couple more here. And then taking it into a counter stretch, reaching the opposite arm up and over the head towards that lengthened leg. Coming into our mermaid or merman stretch, our legs are folded flush at the sides of the body. You're going to breathe out and reach towards your further leg, and then lift up onto those knees, push the hips forward and stretch into the psoas. Breathing into center, swapping those legs round. Again, the legs are flush, one against the other, reaching up towards the outer leg, and then swapping to the other side, breathing out to lift those hips up, pushing them forward, stretching into the psoas at the front of your hip flexor. And just taking a moment here, sitting up tall, rolling those shoulders back, and being grateful for me for this beautiful place, and all of us for our bodies that have done all this hard work. Thank you very much for joining me.